Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, almost afternoon. I choose Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my lazy day. I get up, I get my kids to daycare, and then I go back to bed. And I lay there until I don't have to get up, and then I have to get up and I have appointments and stuff like that. So I hope everybody is having an awesome Thursday. We are going to be making keto slow cooker taco soup. So I'm not entirely sure what all is involved with keto diets. I know that you can't eat breads and starches and stuff like that. So this taco soup will be keto friendly. How is everybody? I'm browning my meat to go into my taco soup. So the recipe, hello everybody. The meat that goes into my soup regularly is ground beef. But, hello Cindy, my family has switched almost entirely from ground beef to ground turkey. So, if that's a switch you'd like to make as well, it has less calories, it's a little easier for your body to digest. I'm not sure why, but when it comes to red meat, it takes your body a little bit longer. So if you guys want to do what I'm doing, it's a little less calories, a little less fat. I do Jenny O ground turkey. They do come in different types of fat percentages, just like ground beef does. So I pick the 93% lean and the 7% fat. It seems to work really well. You can hardly taste the difference when it comes to things like this. So hello everybody. If you would like to share these this on your personal page, I would appreciate it. Just try not to start a watch group, because then if somebody comments inside of the watch group, I can't respond to them. I can't answer any questions that they may have, or if they just wanted to say hello, I won't see it. So just share directly to your page, invite people, send it in a message. All those things are perfectly good. If you want to share it in a group, share it to your mommy and me groups, your recipe cook groups, your crockpot groups, whatever groups that you like. Just try to avoid the My Live video here or broadcast your business here. In the past, we've gotten a lot of trolls doing that, and so I want to try to avoid the trolls, and I think that's the only way how. Hello, Jamie. So you guys have known I've partnered up with Amazon. My words are not coming out right today. Partnered up with Amazon to sell products. When I link a specific product to a page, or to a specific video, and you buy through that link. So if you go to that link and you put it in your cart and you purchase it, a percentage of it does come back to me as Mom Fueling Hungry Boys, so that I can turn around and get new tools or try new recipes with more ingredients, things like that. So today I will probably be making a link for my ground beef chopper. It is the best thing since sliced bread. My mother-in-law got it for me a couple of months ago, and I don't know how I cooked hamburger meat any other way. So I'll do stuff like that. Cindy, oh no, my Wi-Fi is on, so hopefully it's not freezing up for everyone else. I'll probably do my hamburger chopper on there, my food processor. I will probably find the link for the little small food processor I found that I did put in a giveaway for somebody, so hopefully we will see that on my page soon. Because you don't need something as crazy as my Ninja chopper. Just a regular chopper works just fine for small quantities of stuff, because we are going to be using it today to cut up my onion. I didn't have my iPad anywhere close to me, so I didn't get to share this on my personal Facebook page. So I'm sure the watchers will be kind of smaller than normal, because I meant to share it in all of my groups, but I don't think it lets me do it from my phone. For whatever reason, I don't think it'll let me. Hello, Kathy. How are you? So, like I said, I am just cooking up my meat for my keto taco soup. It calls for 2 pounds. Like I said, I'm not doing ground beef. I am doing ground turkey. I don't ever feel like there's much of a difference when it comes to flavor, especially because we're seasoning it just the same. It's just a little healthier and a little easier for your body to digest than cow or red meat. So I am just browning up my hamburger meat. The recipe calls for you to brown up your hamburger meat and put it in your slow cooker and then put the seasonings on it. But what I was taught from my mom when cooking hamburger meat, that you strain off the extra fat, so make sure you do that. And then you put your taco seasoning on it and let it cook and simmer for a little bit. And I'm going to do that just to make sure that our meat is where most of the seasoning goes and not into just the broth. Buying the ingredients today and making it Saturday. Yes, I hope it turns out, you guys. I've never made a keto recipe before. It sounds like it's nothing too fancy. Nothing is excluded that I can see, because there is still cheese that you can put on the topping, avocado, and something else. Another thing that I noticed with the recipe, you guys, is that the person that wrote the recipe does give you the directions to make it in your Instapot. So, if you want to make it in your Instapot, you can, which is good. So, I did include the directions for using your Instapot at the bottom of this recipe. Make sure, you guys, when you're straining off this grease and this fat, that you're not straining it down your sink or down any disposal of any kind, because it's really, really hard on the system. So I did just strain it right into a cup that I will cool and then dispose of separately later. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of homemade taco seasoning. I forgot to add the taco seasoning recipe that the person put, so I will make sure that I add that before I get off today. So 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. I'm putting right into my meat. I'm going to mix it around, really let it get cooked into this meat before I put it in my crock pot. Turn my heat off. It doesn't need to be that hot at this point. It's all cooked up already. We're just kind of getting that meat nice and incorporated with that seasoning. Alright, so I am going to move my pan over next to my crock pot, and then we will stay over here because we are going to dice up. It wants about half a cup of onion, if I can remember right, you guys. I don't have my iPad near me, so I can't even see the recipe. So we're going to do it from memory the best I can. With this onion, I just take off both ends of the onion, and then I quarter it and just throw it into my food processor, lock the lid, and just pulse it a little bit. And what that does is it saves me about, as funny as it sounds, probably 10 minutes or more of chopping an onion. It saves me in about 30 seconds. So I highly recommend, if you don't have a food processor, to follow my link when I post it today of the food processor on Amazon. It's not super expensive. I can also link the Ninja food processor because it's also a blender, a food processor. It's got a dough setting and things like that, but it is more expensive and it's not necessary. I probably only use half of the attachments part of the time. So, if you just need a little food processor, I will link one of those in the description of this video. Hey, babe, is my computer over there? Yeah. Can you bring it here? I am going to try my best to think about the recipe and what it said, but my husband's going to bring my computer so that I can get the recipe right. So you're going to pour in the 2 pounds of ground beef. I believe it asks for half a cup of diced up onion. My husband loves onion, so a little bit more won't be bad. Thank you, babe. So I'm going to just jump over to the Facebook page. How is everyone doing today? I am just jumping over to my Facebook page to make sure that I get this recipe correct as far as measurements go. So like I said, I diced up my onion in my food processor, and it calls for half a cup. The onions are starting to make my eyes water. I'm like hovering over the top of it.
Rylie?
Yeah. hovering over the top of them, and they are making my eyes water.
I do my snowboarding goggles.
Heck yeah, I've seen a couple people chop onions with like goggles and stuff on, which is funny. Weird, my Facebook page won't even let me see the description, which is strange. So I will scroll down to here. There. All right, yep, half a cup of diced onion. Yep, has the seasonings and the rest. Okay, we are back on track. So we did half a cup of diced onion. We are going to do 3 cloves of garlic. You guys know that I love this ready-to-use minced garlic. I really just don't have time most of the time to dice up my own garlic. I know a lot of people prefer real garlic, and you can definitely do that. But this is just my mommy cheat of how to keep garlic in recipes but not have to mince up and keep fresh garlic around. So we're going to do 3 cloves, which according to this jar is a teaspoon and a half. Half a teaspoon is equivalent to 1 clove. You guys, my eyes are like out of control with this onion right now. Okay, scoot it away from me. So we've got our garlic, our ground beef. I'm doing ground turkey, you guys. I just think it's way better. It's super easy. The minced garlic lasts forever. You just keep it in the fridge and you always have it handy. Super nice to have around. So we put our taco seasoning in. Then we need half a teaspoon of ancho chili powder. So when I went to the store yesterday to pick up some of the ingredients that I didn't have for this recipe, I didn't think in any way that I would be able to find the specific ancho chili powder, but I did. I did Google it, and McCormick made it, and our grocery store did not carry the McCormick brand. So this was the brand that I found for the ground ancho chili powder. How is it different from regular chili powder? I have no idea. I tried to Google what the difference was, and other than maybe the location of the chilies, it wouldn't tell me what the difference was. It is a lot darker in color as far as seasonings go, but I'm not really sure where the difference is. So we have our ancho chili powder. We're going to do 2 10-ounce cans of the Rotel tomatoes. We're going to throw those in there. You guys, if anybody has been watching my shows recently, my can opener has not been working, so I've been using my old school one. Well, Mama got a new can opener at the grocery store, but it's so fancy, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to figure it out. So funny. I'm not sure why my electric can opener, the blade for it disappeared into the machine, so it can't cut if it doesn't have a blade. But that was a breeze, but it has this like locking mechanism that makes it kind of difficult. So it says the whole can, you guys, juices and all of the Rotel tomatoes. You're going to put 2 cans in there. And then we are going to do an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I'm just going to kind of layer my ingredients. I did turn it sideways and wanted to like just skim off the lid of it because I've seen that recently, and this one definitely doesn't do that because of the way it snaps on, because I really like that idea of the whole thing coming off and being kind of edge proof or not having that sharp edge for my kids. But this did not allow me to clamp onto the edge so that it just cut off the top and not the lid. So we need an 8-ounce block of cream cheese once I can get it open. I always use Philadelphia cream cheese. Sometimes I use Crystal Farms, and that's about as good, but Philadelphia is definitely my first choice when it comes to cream cheese. Half a cup of cilantro. So my grocery store, again, didn't have fresh cilantro. It only had dried. So what I ended up finding, I have never seen before, but there's probably not even a half a cup that exists in this thing. But once I get it all squeezed out, you guys, I will show you what I am using and what I found at the grocery store. Kind of excited if it does work out in this recipe that I won't have to keep fresh cilantro around and I won't ever have to cut it again. It never fails, you guys. My mom always calls during my live shows. So it's cilantro paste, and I would say between dried cilantro or fresh cilantro, this was my only choice because they did not have any. It was all sold out. Everybody must be making Yummy food for the holidays. So half a cup, you guys, of fresh cilantro. You've been using your opener wrong for years. I don't think there's a right and a wrong way to use it. I really don't. I think that you can, I think you can use it whatever way you want. It says when cooking, 1 tablespoon of paste replaces 1 tablespoon of fresh cilantro. So, yeah, I think this is going to be pretty good, you guys. Made with organic cilantro for a zesty aromatic flavor. Yeah, it is a lot of cilantro. I totally agree, but it's a lot of soup. 4 cups of broth is what we're gonna do next, and that's a lot of broth, and that's a lot of meat. So I'm thinking that it will even out. Yep, Amber, it has a conversion chart on the back. I just read it. It's 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon. Let's see if it can focus on it though. Boop, 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 boop. Nope, it won't focus. But 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon, you guys. And I did less than half of a cup. So, that is a lot of cilantro, but that's what the recipe calls for. So, like I said, some of these recipes I've never made for either. So, they may be complete failures, but we will learn together. And that's why I do this show, so that I can be your guys' test dummies to recipes that you want to try but want to see how they turn out first. You're pumped. You've been waiting for this recipe. Mallory, it says it's not. It says it's not more condensed, you guys. It's saying it's a 1-to-1 ratio of cilantro. So I know you guys were looking at me like I was crazy, but I read the chart on the back first. I didn't blindly do that. It said 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon. So it's asked for half of a cup, and that's what I did. So we will see how it goes. So we've got our 4 cups of beef broth. We've got our ground beef. We have our little block of cream cheese in there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir. I do need my other can of Rotel tomatoes in here. So we've got our ground beef, our cloves of garlic, onion, taco seasoning. I'll add their homemade taco seasoning to the comment section. I forgot to do that. Ancho chili powder, Rotel with green chilies, cream cheese, cilantro, beef broth, and then it says once it's done, toppings that you can do are cheese, jalapeno, and avocado, and those are keto-friendly options. So if you are new to keto like I am, Brianna, you know what? I'm not sure. I am not sure I'm a huge fan of cilantro either. I'm not sure if it will really be missing it if you didn't put it in. So if you decide to make it and keep it out, let me know how it goes, because I'm not sure I really like it that much either. But we will find out. Hello, Harmony. Okay, Harmony, thank you for stopping in. Yes, Nicole, is it? Yep, Nicole, I did cook my meat first. I ground it in our pan, and then I put our taco seasoning directly into the pan, and then, so I put our taco seasoning in, and then I put the rest of the ingredients with that. Our seasonings, our cream cheese, all that stuff went in together. I'm adding my last can of tomatoes, and then we are going to be all done. It's gonna go into the slow cooker, and it is going to be so good. So that is it. Yes, Cindy, come up, have a bowl. There will be tons of it. I've never had a New Orleans king cake. My dad used to work in New Orleans, and so he would send me pictures of king cakes all the time. He even one time got the baby, which is cute. But you are welcome to come up and share with me and the family. I did, like I said, the meat says ground beef, but my family we eat ground turkey when it comes to our tacos. So I did just keep it ground turkey instead of ground beef. But that is it, you guys. Then it goes in your slow cooker on low for 4 hours or on high for 2. So if you're in a pinch, you just got home from work, you can make it work on high for 2 hours. It just needs to warm up. Everything's cooked already. You just want it to kind of season and get warm so that your canned tomatoes don't have that tin flavor to them. That is the big thing that you need to watch with using canned tomatoes and stuff like that. Yes, Dawn. I would say the packet from the store works just fine. I looked at the ingredients on the back of a packet. It doesn't say anything on there that isn't keto friendly. But in case somebody is interested in making their own taco seasoning and having it on hand, I will put that recipe in the comment section. It's pretty good. It's pretty powerful. And I'm hoping it's not too spicy for my kids. So this is super, super easy. Not working. Trying keto, but honestly not working. You like too many sweets and un-keto meals. That would be me, you guys. So we're going to do a couple keto meals for those of you who are keto friendly. But other than that, like, I will probably have tortilla chips and stuff with my taco soup, but it is what it is. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I have an appointment at 12:30 and it is 12:20 and I live 25 minutes from town. So wish me luck. Thankfully, I don't need to put makeup on or anything for my appointment because I don't have time. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Remember, our new goal for live videos are 40 views instead of 25. So when I come back on this weekend to make a dessert with you guys, make sure we get those shares out there. We also need to hit our 2,000 likes on my page. We have far flown way past the 2,000 follows, but it's for whatever reason, Facebook doesn't make you like it if you follow it. So if you don't know, if you follow and like my page, like this post and it will tell me that you haven't liked the page and then I can invite you. Hello everybody, I am signing up. That was our keto taco soup in the slow cooker. I will post a picture tonight when I serve it up for the kiddos. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and please keep shooting me recipes for what you guys would like to see for January. I have a Pinterest as well, so I've been pinning stuff. I can share the board with you guys and you guys can start adding things as well. So I hope you guys have an awesome day and can't wait to see how the soup turns out.